Respect. You know, coming out of your comfort zone is not easy, especially dealing with trauma. You know, accepting your healing process, nobody ever said it would be easy because getting down to the root of the problem, you gotta get in tune with your inner child sometimes, especially when it's deep, deep, deep. And allowing yourself to be your best self vision to come out of that trauma, it takes a real brave person to understand, you know what? I respect myself enough to allow my steps to be taken the right way because I am in control of my life. Taking those right proper steps for yourself, acknowledging, hey, I love myself, I honor myself, and I respect myself enough to say, you know what? Regardless of what I've been through in my past and who gave up on me or who said they would not give up on me at the end of the day, they did. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't have to beat myself up or allow myself to be in a depression in a dark stage of my life because somebody gave up on me, and I allow myself to fail myself because I didn't understand the definition of, you know what, I can make it in this world without those people. I can make it in this world and meet new people who are willing to create new happiness and new beginnings with me and genuinely choose me for me. And I don't have to be anybody other than myself to fit in at the end of the day, because what's for me will be for me with no questions asked. Allowing yourself to show up and acknowledging yourself coming out of trauma, or acknowledging, you know what? Yeah, I am hurting. I am hurting for something that transpired 10 years ago. I am hurting from what my parents did to me. I am hurting because of what this person done did to me. I am hurting because of that happened to me. A lot of people like to put on a mask. A lot of people like to walk around and act like nothing's transpiring in their life. At the end of the day, when it could be something so big, they wait for that last very moment to explode. And when it explodes, people want to play the sympathy card, you know? And when you play the sympathy card, you want people to feel bad for you. But people can't feel bad for you when you keep doing the same things. No, they can't. Because one thing's for certain, two things for sure. When you acknowledge what's the root of the problem, it's for you to now accept your challenge to fix you. Not nobody else but you. When you're willing to accept your healing date, that's when you choose your best self vision to show up. You acknowledging yourself. You're honoring yourself to say, you know what? It's not going to be an easy process. But you know what? I'm willing to stand up for myself and acknowledge myself. And you know what? I need to heal. Because I don't want to continue to walk around disturbing other innocent people, or let alone stopping myself from being my best self vision of myself. You know, a lot of people are not used to someone genuinely loving them. A lot of people are not used to someone genuinely loving them. People could say, I love you all single day long. All day long. They could say, I love you. But genuinely showing it, that energy hit different. You could be a broken person and show love to people. You could be a broken person and show kindness to people. You could be that broken person. But when does it take that broken person to actually say, you know what? I have to acknowledge myself and fix myself in order for me to be able to show up for other people at the end of the day. I can't half step. I can't practice and preach something at the end of the day when I'm not well within myself. I put on this mask in front of the world and show everybody at the end of the day I got it all put together. At the end of the day, don't nobody got to put it all together at the end of the day. But acknowledging that you want change within yourself, that's a different ballgame. That's a different ballgame. Stay tuned. Night genuine love, respect. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. I hope everybody has a great week in store for them. And be safe out here in these streets at the end of the day, because it's a cold, cold world out here. And just because somebody gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Continue to be patient with yourself, because at the end of the day, patience is the key to healing. It really is. And for you to have acknowledged that, if you can have patience with silly, dumb stuff that doesn't transpire in your life, you got patience for yourself. Respectfully. Taking the right steps to put yourself forward to acknowledge, you know what I really have to sit down and reevaluate myself and work on within myself so I can be that person for myself. You know, a lot of people pay attention to these celebrities and what these celebrities is buying, and everybody trying to keep up with the Joneses but can't keep up with the Joneses. This is not for everybody. Trying to keep up with the Joneses at the end of the day, and you're short on behind that bill. You can't even pay your bills. You're trying to keep up and be with the Joneses at the end of the day, but you like, how do I get to that level? Because you haven't done the work. You haven't did the work within. You haven't. You can't half step and think you can actually fulfill a job and you half stepping. You can barely keep the job that you have right now. You barely don't even like it. So that means you got to get in tune with yourself to find out what you generally in tune within you. You got to generally find what's in tune with you. What makes you happy to show up for yourself? Because if you don't know what makes you happy to show up for yourself, ain't nobody going to be able to help you with that but you. And when you're doing right by you, everything after that will always make sense. Because all the right people will definitely be for you with no excuses. Don't nobody got time to be playing mind games with nobody, especially not no grown adult. No, not even a little bit. They have their own problems. Stop disrespecting people because they're willing to choose themselves to start their healing process. And always remember, it's never an overnight process when starting your healing. Never. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. You deserve to be treated with respect 365 days with no malicious intentions towards anyone because you are worthy. Respect.